Hello students, how are you? I hope you all are fit and fine. So dear students, let us continue with chapter 2, The Thief Story, written by Ruskin Bond in your Footprints Without Feet supplementary reader. Okay dear students. So as of now in this story we have seen that this story is about a thief whose name is Hari Singh. In this story, Hari Singh was a boy of 15 years and he was a thief. He approached Anil, who is a man of 25 years, and using flattery, with the help of flattery, he tries to take Anil in his confidence, and finally he got success. And Anil employed him. He agreed that he would cook for Anil. So when he accompanied Anil to his home and cooked food that night, the food was so terrible that Anil gave it to food, as he lied that he could cook food. Okay, so let's see what happened next in the story. Page number 10. Now I am going to explain. So you all please take out your book and open it at page number 10. Anil made money by fits and starts. Means Anil had no regular income. He would borrow 1 week, lend the next. He kept worrying about his next check. But as soon as it arrived, he would go out and celebrate. It seems he wrote for magazines, a queer way to make a living. So Anil Singh says that, Hari Singh says that Anil's income was not regular. He, sometimes he gets money as he was writing for magazine. So that the moment his check arrives, he goes outside and celebrate. He did not save money. One evening, he came home with a bundle of notes, saying he had just sold a book to a publisher. At night, I saw him tuck the money under the mattress. So one evening he came and informed Hari Singh that he sold a magazine and got those money from a publisher. And Hari Singh saw him keeping the money under the mattress. I had been working for Anil for almost a month, and apart from cheating on the shopping, had not done anything in my line of work. I had every opportunity for doing so. Anil had given me a key to the door, and I could come and go as I pleased. He was the most trusting person I had ever met. So here, Hari Singh told us that Anil used to trust him. Anil also had given him another key. So with that key, whenever he wants to go out, he could go out. But as of now, he had not done anything, any stealing, any work of his line, means he hadn't stolen anything. And that is why it was so difficult to rob him. It's easy to rob a greedy man because he can afford to be robbed. But it's difficult to rob a careless man. Sometimes he doesn't even notice he has been robbed. And that takes all the pleasure out of work. So in this paragraph, Hari Singh tells us that it is easy to rob a man who is dishonest. But a man like Anil, an honest man and who believe you blindly, to rob such man is really a tough job. So that is why he could not steal Anil. Well, it's time I did some real work. So now he thought that the right time has come to do some real work. I'm out of practice, and if I don't take the money, he will waste it on his friends. After all, he doesn't even pay me. So he said he was out of practice, he was a thief, and if he would not steal the money, then Anil was going to spend the money in his friends. So that is why he decided to steal those bundle of notes. Now let us read out the next part of the chapter and try to find out answers to these questions. How does the thief think Anil will react to the theft? What does he say about the different reactions of people when they are robbed? Does Anil realize that he has been robbed? Anil was asleep. A beam of moonlight stepped over the balcony and fell on the bed. I sat up on the floor, considering the situation. If I took the money, I could catch the 10:30 express to Lucknow. Slipping out of the blanket, I crept up to the bed. Anil was sleeping peacefully. His face was clear and unlined. Even I had more marks of my face, though mine were mostly scars. So dear students, it was the time of night and Anil was sleeping soundly. Hari Singh decided if he would steal the money, so he could catch the train 30 Lucknow Express easily. He had enough time as Anil was sleeping carelessly, but worry could be seen on Hari Singh's face. My hand slid under the mattress, searching for the notes. When I found them, I drew out without a sound. Anil sighed in his sleep and turned on his side towards me. I was startled and quickly crawled out of the room. So he got afraid. He put his hand under the mattress and took out the money. Anil turned his side, then he got afraid of it and he left the room. He went outside the room. Now he had stolen the money and left the room. When I was on the road, I began to run. I had the notes in my waist, held there by the string of my pajamas. I slowed down to a walk and counted the notes, 600 rupees in 50s. I could live like an oil-rich Arab for a week or two. So here he started running, and when he was on the road, he began to run. He had the notes in his waist. He counted the notes. They were 600 rupees, and with this 600 rupees, he could enjoy like a rich person of Arab, as he thought. Hari Singh thought so. Now page number 11. When I reached the station, I did not stop at ticket office. I had never bought a ticket in my life, but dashed straight to the platform. The Lucknow Express was just moving out. The train had still to pick up speed, and I should have been able to jump into one of the carriages. But I hesitated. For some reason I cannot explain, and I lost the chance to get away. So when Hari Singh reached the station, Hari Singh did not buy the ticket, as he had not bought ticket in his whole life. He directly reached the platform. He saw that Lucknow Express was just about to leave the platform. If he wanted, he would have caught the train, but he did not catch the train. Something from inside was stopping him from catching the train. And the reason for the same he could not explain. When the train had gone, I found myself standing alone on the deserted platform. So when the train had gone, Hari Singh found himself standing alone on the deserted platform. I had no idea where to spend the night. I had no friends, believing that friends were more trouble than help, and I did not want to make anyone curious by staying at one of the small hotels near the station. The only person I knew really well was the man I had robbed. Leaving the station, I walked slowly through the bazaar. So dear students, he said that he could not, gather courage to catch the train. Now he left the station. He was moving slowly. He was moving toward the bazaar, and he was thinking. He was thinking where he could spend the night. He did not anyone in that city. The only person he knew, he was Anil, and he robbed Anil. He could not go to him. So he started realizing his fault. And he also mentioned that he did not want to stay in any hotel to make anyone curious about his theft. In my short career as a thief, I had made a study of men's faces. When they had lost their goods, the greedy man showed fear, the rich man showed anger, the poor man showed acceptance. But I knew that Anil's face, when he discovered the theft, would show only a touch of sadness, not for the loss of money, but for the loss of trust. So here, out of his experience, Hari Singh tells us about different person when they are robbed, how they react. So he tells us that the greedy man showed fear, the rich man showed anger, and the poor man showed acceptance. But a person like Anil will show the sadness, not because of losing the money, but because of Anil had broken the faith, broken the trust. I found myself in a Maidan and sat down on a bench. The night was chilly. It was clearly November, and a light drizzle added to my discomfort. Soon it was raining quite heavily. My shirt and pajamas stuck to my skin. A cold wind blew the rain across my face. So narrator found himself in a Maidan and sat down on a bench. The night was chilly and it was early November, and the light drizzle added to his discomfort. It was drizzling, so that it was the time of winter, and it was also drizzling, so it added to discomfort. Soon it was raining quite heavily, and soon it was started raining heavily. My shirt and pajamas stuck to my skin, and a cold wind blew the rain across my face. So it was bitterly cold. We can say that it was bitterly cold. I went back to the bazaar and sat down in the shelter of the clock tower. The clock showed midnight. I felt for the notes. They were damp from the rain. So the narrator Hari Singh went back to the bazaar and sat down in the shelter of the clock tower. The clock showed that it was midnight. He felt for the notes, they were damp from the rain. Anil's money in the morning, he would probably have given me 2 or 3 rupees to go to the cinema. But now I had it all. I couldn't cook his meals, run to the bazaar, or learn to write whole sentences anymore. So he thought, if he would not have stolen Anil's money, then in the morning he would have got 1 or 2 rupees for going to cinema. But now he is having all 600 rupees. So all these things he was thinking, and he need not do anything. He need not cook the food. He need not go to the bazaar. He need not work for Anil. Now without any work, he got 600 rupees. I had forgotten about them in the excitement of the theft. Whole sentences I knew could one day bring me more than a few hundred rupees. I knew could one day bring me more than a few hundred rupees. It was a simple matter to steal, and sometimes just as simple to be caught. But to be a real big man, a clever and respected man, was something else. I should go back to Anil. I told myself, if only to learn to read and write. He said, it is easy to steal, and also sometimes it is easy to be caught. But to be a respected one is a different thing. So having thought so, he decided to go back to Anil. He started realizing his fault. He started thinking that if one day he would be educated, then he would be able to earn more than a few hundred rupees and will be a respected one. I hurried back to the room, feeling very nervous, for it is much easier to steal money than to return it undetected. I opened the door quietly, then stood in the doorway. It clouded moonlight. Anil was still asleep. I crept to the head of the bed, and my hand came up with the notes. I felt his breath on my hand. I remained still for a minute. Then my hand found the edge of the mattress and slipped under it with the notes. Then, dear students, Hari Singh hurried back to the room, feeling nervous. And it is very easier to steal, but if it is very hard to keep the things back undetected. So that is why it was very hard for him to return the money undetected. He opened the door quietly and found Anil was sleeping, and he kept that damp note, that wet note, and note got damp because of rain. He kept that bundle of notes under Anil's mattress. I awoke late next morning to find that Anil had already made the tea. So Hari Singh got up late the next morning and he found that Anil had already made tea for him and for himself. He stretched out his hand towards me. There was a 50-rupee note between his fingers. My heart sank. I thought I had been discovered. Anil took out a note of 50 rupees and extended his hand towards Hari Singh. Hari Singh got afraid that he was caught, because when Anil took out 50 rupees, and Anil had never given him 50 rupees, it was the first time when he was receiving 50 rupees from Anil, and the last night he had performed the theft. So that is why he thought that he got detected. He was caught. I made some money yesterday, he explained. Now you will be paid regularly. But Anil told him that he had got some money the previous day and now he would be paid regularly. My spirit rose. Spirit rose means feels happier. Spirits rose. But when I took the note, I saw it was still wet from the night's rain. But when he took out the note, he saw that the note was still wet. So Hari Singh feels happier, and when he touched the note, he found that the note was still wet. Today we will start writing sentences, he said. Anil said, today we are going to start writing sentences. Anil knew that Hari Singh had stolen his money and then returned back. But neither his lips nor his eyes showed anything. I smiled at Anil in my most appealing way, and the smile came by itself without any effort. So this time it was a real smile which came by itself without any effort. So thus, dear students, we have seen how Anil's goodness improved Hari Singh. Hari Singh came on the right path because of Anil Singh's right behavior with him. He dared not to run away by stealing the money. Finally, he came back, kept the money under the mattress, and in the morning, Anil also gave him 50 rupees. It showed that Anil knew that Hari Singh had stolen the money, but Anil never revealed to him. So Anil Singh's kindness brought Hari Singh. Anil's kindness brought Hari Singh on right path. So it's all about the chapter. Now, dear students, let us discuss a few questions, how to answer the questions, as you students make mistake while answering the question. So we are going to practice a few questions for how to answer them. Okay. First of all, dear students, before going through the question answer, if you are able to write the summary of the chapter, if you are able to summarize the chapter, you would be able to answer all the question. Okay. So while writing summary and while answering the questions, either we can summarize the story in simple present tense, or we can summarize the story in simple past tense and using simple past and past perfect tense. It depends on you. So once it has been seen, many students they start writing their answers in present, later they change it into past. So you should decide whether you are going to write your answer in the present or past. You should write your answer according to the tense of the question. Okay, so as you people already have written the summary, so you know how summary plays a very important role. If you are able to write the summary, you will be able to answer the questions. So let us write the answer of this question. Why does not Anil hand the thief? Why does not Anil hand over? Why does not Anil hand over the thief? Hand the thief over. Sorry, hand the thief over the police. Okay, let us first answer to this question. So why does not Anil hand the thief over the police? As it has not been mentioned in this story, so it's a value based question. First of all, check the tense of the question. The question is in simple present tense. So that is why we should start answering it in simple present tense. Anil does not hand over the thief to the police because he knows that. Here, why knows? Because we are writing this answer in simple present. Okay, because he knows that the question is in simple present, so your answer also should be in simple present. Because he knows that Hari Singh has realized his mistake of stealing the money as he returned the money. Okay, dear students, so this can be the reason for not handing over Hari Singh to the police. So thus, dear students, according to tense, we are supposed to write the answers. Then you won't make grammatical mistakes. Okay. So why does not Anil hand the thief over the police? So the Anil does not hand over the thief to the police because he knows it is not the, before proper noun we never use the. Because he knows Hari Singh has realized his mistake of stealing the money, and as he returned the money, so that is why now he realized his mistake, so no need to handing him over to the police. So that is why he did not hand him over to the police. Okay. So it's all about today's class, dear students. In my next class, I will discuss the next chapter of this book. So thank you students for watching this video. See you tomorrow.